All right, guys, we're back again. Fight week and in Philly, 2300 Arena. I got the co-main. He is a perfect 13-0, 7 knockouts. Also goes
So,
by the Nigerian Nightmare.
let's go.
His name is Oluwafemi Ole. Get it?
Oyeleye.
Oleye.
Yeah.
so So we're gonna just call him Femi for short, and that is his nickname too. So Femi, thank you so much again for joining the podcast tonight.
The
Really
pleasure is
appreciate you.
mine. The pleasure is
Thank
mine.
you.
Yes, sir.
All right, now let's talk about. So you're originally from Nigeria. So how'd you wind up
Yes.
in the United States?
Um, After my All African Games, that's the African continental game, just like the Pan American game and stuff. I won the gold for my country, and the next step was to turn pro because I've had a lot of fights already. I have 166 amateur fights,
Ooh,
so my goal was to turn pro immediately, and I applied for a visa, and here I am.
awesome! That's really
Yes,
great
sir.
to hear. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Um, now how'd you wind up in Phillies? Because I saw that we'll get into your pro debut later on in the interview, but how'd you wind up in Philly?
I met my manager through this competition, Team Combat League.
Okay.
Yeah, they reached out to me to come represent Philly because it was like state by state, in that competition. But we end up not doing the competition, so and they like what they saw and they asked me to come down here and work with them. And I like everything they offered me, and they told me how they want to move my career forward, and I really like it. So that's how I end up in Philly.
Ah, awesome. Yeah. Plus, like, I'm sure you saw the movie Rocky and all too, and plus USC, all the
Yes,
old school fighters we have here too.
yeah.
So it is a hell of a fight town. So I'm sure you're
Right,
learning a lot and
right.
all.
How about Philly? I am. I'm only been here for 6 months now. I think 5, 6 months. And I'm still trying to learn the culture and everything. But this is. I feel like this is the what is it called? The capital of boxing. There's too much history here. So being
Yeah.
here and training, and having these people back my career up is a blessing to me. You know.
Ah, awesome to hear. Yeah, I'm really glad that you're liking it. Also, yeah, it is great. We have a ton of prospects too, and you're
Yes.
also training with one of my pals and also a reoccurring
Yeah.
guest of the show, Josh. Josh Jones,
Yes.
really, really great dude. Yeah,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
he's awesome. Now, what age did you start boxing at?
I started boxing in Nigeria at age 6. My dad
Age
was
six.
yeah, my dad was a boxing coach. He's a state coach. So yeah, I started boxing just as a way to defend myself and my sisters because I got a bunch
Yeah.
of sisters. So and I guess I got good at it and I couldn't stop.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. Yeah, because like
Yeah.
a lot of the kids here don't get into it until like they're like teenage years. So it's like really cool that you
Right.
picked up on it at the age of 6. You already had a
Yeah.
skill when you reached your preteen.
Right. Right.
Okay. Now you did touch up a little bit that you did have over 160 fights, but if you can
Yeah.
remember, um, talk about like your amateurs, your achievements, and if you can remember your record. If you don't, totally fine. And then
Yeah.
also, when did you know you were ready to go pro? Like at what age, and like when did you know you were ready?
Um. Like I said, I knew I was ready after the All African Games. I was already the African champion. I was member of the Olympic team. I was in the Olympic team to represent my country, but that wasn't the goal. The goal was always to turn pro. You know, uh, after that much fight and that much experience and representing my country, coming back as the African champion, I just thought I've done it all. It's too many fights, and I watched these professionals growing up. My daddy always played these pro fights at home. It's like one day I want to take off my shirt too and fight these rounds and and be a world champion. Now it's just so much beauty when you watch these people on TV. It's like damn. No, so that has been my inspiration as a child. Like when I turn, I just want to come to the United States and turn. And luckily, I got a visa to come here, and I turned, just like I wanted.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, and it seemed like you had a great background, and it was like cool
Yeah,
that you knew that you
you see
were
that many times
ready.
I won. My record, I was 4-time national champion. I was 2 times national junior champion. Um, I was a 17-time state champion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow,
Yes, sir.
that is awesome accomplishments, man. That is awesome. And then let's go into your pro debut. Like, are you kidding me? Like normal you know, the average like boxer coming out is like
Yeah.
on a club show, but you were on a Leonard Ellerby card, which is absolutely
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
in Vegas. So you made your pro
Yes.
debut on December 2nd, 2016. You had a
Yes.
unanimous win against Brian True.
Brian True,
Um
right.
yeah, so usually what I like to ask just to show boxers are human, or maybe you were ready, locked in. But why don't you talk about your nerves, and then also your overall evaluation of having your first pro fight.
My first pro fight was a little bit tricky for me. I started very, very fast because I still have the amateur mentality of throwing a lot of punches and just, like I didn't know how to be a pro yet. I didn't know how to set stuff up, but I was quick with my hands and yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I didn't take my time, use a lot of my boxing skill. Yeah, you can see that I'm a good fighter, but there's a lot that I could have done in that fight, which I wasn't able to do. But I learned as I go on. Being in the amateur for so long, I did not know how to be a pro. It took me a while to settle down, to sit on my shots. And that's why in the first couple fight, I wasn't really getting knockouts because I'm just like a point guy.
Right.
Just quick punches and
Yeah.
getting out the way, moving your head real quick. You know, but I settled down. My first fight, actually I was signed with Mayweather Promotions. That's why I was able to be on those my 5 fights. I was under Floyd. Yeah,
Oh
that's why I was
wow. Okay.
yeah. That's why I was able to be on the cards. Fought in Vegas a couple of times. I fought in California 2, 3 times. Yeah.
Oh wow. Cool.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Yeah, and then like you were like an absolute house on fire too, you know, because you were 12-0 and 6 knockouts, and then unfortunately COVID hit, which like sucked everyone's
Yes.
growth and all.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It
but
kept
how
me
did you
on the
keep
shelf for so
busy?
long.
Oh, it was
Uh,
horrible. But like yeah, but like how did you keep busy, and how did you like train? Did you turn your apartment or house or wherever you were into like a home gym or anything?
that's exactly what I did because I am used to working out every day. It's kind of a lifestyle, starting boxing very young like that. That's all I knew. I never
Yeah.
had a job. And back home, you kind of like work with the state. If you're a good boxer, the state sign you up and pay you some type
Hmm.
of money. So I was paid to box, even in the amateurs. So that's all I ever knew. And when COVID hit, I was a little bit depressed. Like, what would I do? It's like
Yeah.
there's not much to do. So, but then I decided to turn my house into a gym. A lot of push up, a lot of cardio, just jumping, shadow boxing, and that's how I stayed. I stayed fit. I stayed mental fit too, because boxing is a lot of mental than physical. So
Hmm.
I keep it in mind that I'm still gonna box when COVID is over. So I gotta do everything I have to do to stay in shape to have the mentality that I will be ready when it's time to fight again.
Yeah, I mean that was very similar to what a lot of the fighters did here. They turned like whether it was their backyard or just wherever, just to
Yeah,
try to stay ready because you know they
yeah,
were even having the fights in Vegas bubble areas and all too. So,
yeah.
so they were just staying ready. Yeah, it was just a crazy time,
It
absolutely
was.
insane.
Hopefully that never happened again.
I know, right? Yeah. I feel like if it ever did, like people would just ignore it. They're like, "There's absolutely no way that we're gonna go back to this."
No, seriously, seriously.
Oh my god. So you had a little bit of a layoff. And you fought over the summer. You had a fourth round knockout on
Yes,
R&B promotion. Shout out to Alex Barbosa.
yes, sir.
So how did you feel on that card? Like I like we're like talking about what was it, like almost a 4 year layoff. So like was there a lot of ring rust, or did you feel good from like training and all?
Actually, it was amazing. I feel great because I really never stopped training. Like I say, I really didn't know what else to do but
Yeah.
stay training. I did not stop training and then coming having my coach. The way we prepared for the fight had me. She kept me sparring, kept me sharp. Shout out to my trainer, Miss Sharon Baker.
Hmm.
She's very good at bringing the best out of you. She realized what I'm good at, and she work on that. She work on my mental sharpness, and that's why it felt like we was never gone. Everybody was surprised. Yeah, how come? I can't believe you've been gone for so long. You didn't fight for that much. How come you was able to act like that, able to, react like that. Like, how come you didn't lose your speed or your power? Like, because we never stop training, and I have a great coach.
Yep.
I have a great coach that really, bring out my my boxing skill, kept me sharp.
Oh yeah, yeah, which is great, and plus, it's been nothing but great things out of Pivot Boxing. Like
Yes,
Lando and everyone over there has just produced monsters. You know, you also
right.
got Atif Olberton, who's
Yes,
been really good, and people have seen him on PBC. I'm pretty sure Leanna Cruz was fighting out of there for like a little bit too. So yeah, it's
yeah.
just nothing but superstars or future superstars coming out of Pivot for
Yes,
sure.
sir. Yes, sir.
Hmm. All
Yes,
right,
sir. It's
so
a great gym.
oh yes. So this Friday you have a great fight. When I was talking to Alex, he's very excited about your fight. You're fighting a tough vet in Jimmy Williams, who is 18, 12, and 2, 6 knockouts. Do you know anything about Jimmy or anything that you know that's like getting you ready and prepared for this?
Yeah, we did a little bit of our homework.
Okay.
We are not the type that keep, that stay watching video over and over again. But as soon as he was assigned as my opponent, we watched him, and we watched what he's good at and what he's bad at, and we've worked on that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be ready. When the bell ring, you see the nightmare.
Love it. Yeah, yeah, I'm really excited for this, and for those that are viewing, like I'm not just saying this because Femi's here. This has potential to be the fight of the night, or possibly will be the fight of the night. You know, like everyone's coming to see Tevin, but the Nigerian Nightmare is nothing to sleep on. This is going to be a good show tonight. I mean,
Thank
on
you. Thank you.
Friday night.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, of course. All right, so we touch up a little bit on Pivot Boxing. So have you been working with them the last 5, 6 months at Pivot?
Actually, we started working a month and a half ago.
Okay,
Yeah, at least 2 months now. Yes.
nice.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then talk about your relationship with Alex Barbosa and R&B Promotions, because it seems like you're going to be like one of the guys that he'll always try to get you on his card. So how's that relationship been?
It's been great. R&B Promotion provided us with the platform. They believed in me, and believed in my team, and we were there to. It's beautiful. They're great people. We are happy to be working with them, and it's great. It's been great so far. We love it.
Okay. Now my last question before we get in the rapid fire is what's your goal for next year? So obviously, you know, you look like you're in great shape and you do train every day. And it's your, you know, you're getting your second fight in of the year, this upcoming Friday. But what is your goal for next year? How many fights would you like to have, or like how many fights until you want to get up to 8 rounders or 10 rounders for next year?
Actually, we might be having one more this year, and it
Oh,
should be an 8 rounder.
okay.
And next year we're hoping to get at least 4 fights. At least if we can get more, that would be amazing. All
Yeah.
that years that we've sat down idle, we want to get it all back. Like you say, we are sharp. It doesn't look like I've been gone. So why not keep the ball rolling? I have a
Yes.
great team behind me. I have great management behind me. I have a great coach behind me. We want to keep the ball rolling. We have great heights to reach. We're not doing this just to do it. We're trying to be a world champion. So
Hmm.
put the pre 154 division in the Northeast. But moreover, I believe in what they have planned for me. So I just have to listen, and and follow their lead. So but we are going to be as active
I
as
like it.
possible.
I
Yes.
like it. Awesome. Yeah, and
Yes.
four fights is a great number because I would always
Mm.
love to see fighters, but like you know things happen. But like yeah,
Right.
four's a great number to set your
Right.
goal on. Yeah,
All right.
for
Yes,
sure.
sir.
All right. So the next is it is five questions. So I do rapid fire at the end. With everyone, it's
Okay.
just all fun questions. So you could give short answers, or if you want to elaborate on it, totally fine. All right. So the first one is, other than boxing, like what is your favorite hobby or maybe a talent other than boxing that you have that people may not know?
I'm a very good soccer player. I'm a
Oh, I
very,
like
very
that.
good soccer player, but I don't play as much because I don't want to go into the gym and limping. I'm like, what is wrong with you, Femi? I
Yeah,
went
for
to play
hammies.
soccer and I broke my leg, but I'm very, very good at soccer, and that's my second favorite sport. As a Nigerian, like everybody plays soccer where I come from. It's huge back
Yeah.
home. So yeah, so
Okay.
after boxing is soccer. On the weekend, if I'm not watching boxing, I'm watching soccer.
All right. Where will we see you on the pitch at? What's your favorite spot?
I'm trying to find a place. I just moved here, so I'm trying to find a place. Find a good team
Okay.
to play
I
with on
like
the
it.
weekend. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of club ones, and also like if you go to Philadelphia Union games, they usually have like some clubs and stuff that are like associated with the Union
yeah.
too. Yeah.
I should try and reach out to them then because I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
it. It's my
definitely.
favorite sport. I love it. It makes me happy when I watch. It's just there's so much in football that people don't understand. We call it football where I come from.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
call it soccer out here. There's so much beauty, techniques, that's it.
Hmm.
And I like the way they train. They have a lot
Yeah.
of cardio too. So
Oh
it
yeah,
takes a lot of
yeah.
discipline to be a soccer player. That's why I like this sport.
Yeah, one of my best friends used to play for the Union. Shout out Michael Lahoud, and he was on the national
Yeah.
team for
Oh wow.
Sierra Leone. Yeah. So
Wow. Wow.
yes, yeah, he was a holding mid
Oh
fielder.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, so he was always running around the field.
Uh, it takes a lot of cardio.
Oh yeah, a lot. Yeah. Would you be a striker or do you like the midfield?
I'm a left winger. I
Oh, I
like to
like
score
it. Okay.
goals. I like to score goals, but I don't like to be the main striker to play
Right.
in between, like in the middle. I like to play on
Yeah.
the wing,
It's
dribble
also
my
good to
way in.
float too because you
Right,
could even cherry pick a little bit too.
right. You can track back and go forward, but as a striker, I really don't track back that much. His job is to score goals. I
Right.
try to sometimes I like to track back, get the ball, play with the midfield, then run forward, get the ball back, pass it to the striker, or take the shot myself.
Yeah. I like it. All right. I'm with you on that. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
What's your favorite boxing movie of all time?
It's gotta be Rocky, man.
You like Rocky?
It's
Okay.
gotta be Rocky. It's gotta be Rocky. I love Rocky because the storyline, I love it. The way he came up, the way he came from nothing.
Yeah.
His family issues. Like we deal with a lot. People don't understand that boxers deal with a lot outside of the ring, and being able to put everything aside and focus on your job
Hmm.
is a mental toughness. We go through so much mentally that people don't see. Our life is not always perfect, but you gotta put all that bullshit aside.
Yep.
Excuse my
I
English.
know you could
Eh,
curse. Yeah.
You gotta put all that nonsense aside and still do your job. It's a mental toughness. His wife died, his kid
Yep.
was being bad, and he still have to get on that ring and win. So at the end of the day, you gotta win no matter what you're going through. You gotta get up there and win, give it 100%. So
Yeah.
that's why I love the movie because the movie in one way or the other speaks to me, talk to me. That's why I
Yeah.
relate with it.
And also like watching the Rocky and maybe even watching Creed, like isn't it cool like since you've been in Philly for like a few months where like things are
Yeah,
starting to plug in. It's like, oh wow, like yeah,
I went to
there it
the
is.
Rockies tier actually. I went to the Rockies tier. I went to the heavyweight. What's his name?
Oh
Rest in peace.
what was it, Joe
Uh,
Frazier?
Joe Freeze's
Yeah.
statue too. Like you said, there's so much history here. Stuff that just pump you up and make you like want to go ha. It's like yeah,
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
yes,
That's funny. All right, so my next question is so it's very popular, for all the big gun boxers to have people walk them out like they're artists.
yeah.
What is one artist that could be like your dream walkout? Like what artist would you like to have you walk you out one day?
American artist is gotta be Lil Wayne, man.
Lil Wayne,
It's gotta, it's
Wheezy? I
gotta,
like
it's gotta be the goat.
it.
But if I'm to go with a Nigerian artist, it's gotta be Burna Boy.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Bona Boy.
I
All
like
right.
Burna Boy. Yeah,
Yeah. I
African
still
giant.
think yeah.
Yes,
I
sir.
still think the craziest and like probably coldest walkout was when Tank Davis walked out with Chief Keef for the Ryan Garcia fight.
No,
That was
that was epic. That
that
was
was
fire.
insane.
Yeah, that was insane. I loved it. I loved it. I love
Oh,
the energy. I was happy to be there to walk him out too. Sometimes you see this guy walk you out, it's like they don't even want to be there.
right.
and some of them is like so happy to just walk you out,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the energy was beautiful. I
It
like
was
it.
awesome.
Yes, sir.
Um, who's your favorite fighter of all time? It could be an old school one or it could be a current one.
Of all time, it's kind of I got two.
Okay,
To be
let's
honest,
hear it.
it's Floyd and Bernard Hopkins. You know,
Oh, okay.
I like Floyd's intelligence.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's not about power. Sometimes your opponent power may match yours. So what you gonna do? You still gotta win. You gotta find a way to win. It's just the intelligence, the way he sets you up. If you gotta get on his feet, he get on his feet. If he
Yeah.
got to come forward, he get forward. If that's just like you gotta have plan A, B, C, D, and Floyd is a guy that always does. No,
Hmm.
that's why he's one of my favorite of all time. And Bernard Hopkins is his longevity. It's like how you keep fighting in your 40s and still holding
I
up world
know.
titles. He's really an alien. So
Yeah, he
I have
is.
so much respect for him and his achievement, and just the longevity is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to last in this spot. So like yeah,
Yeah,
I'm trying to
for him to
last at
do it in
least.
his mid 40s was absolutely insane.
It's
I have
insane,
no idea
insane.
how.
Yes, yes, I couldn't believe it too. Pac lasted to 40,
Yes.
42.
Hmm.
So yeah, I love those guys. I really love those two guys. Yeah, they
Yeah.
are my favorite. They're my
Okay.
favorite.
Now, have you gotten a chance to meet B Hop yet? Or not yet?
Actually, actually not yet.
Not yet?
I'm
Okay.
looking forward to it. I've met a lot of guys, but not Big Hop.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's like usually around because like the city usually recognizes him for anything in the community or just getting like some kind of Hall of Fame award or something like that. So he's like
Yeah,
always around. Like
uh,
he'll fly back and forth. Yeah.
I should meet him soon.
Yeah, yeah.
I
You
think
should
I'll
have
meet
see
him
him
soon.
eventually. Definitely.
Yeah.
Um. All right. So I have two questions left. What's your favorite cheat meal?
My favorite cheat meal? It's gotta be fufu, man.
Okay.
It's fufu. I love my Nigerian native food. It's just so it carries so much calories. It's too much ingredients
Yes.
and stuff. I like egusi. There's this soup called egusi.
Okay.
It's just too much ingredients in it. If you eat that, it's gonna put a lot of calories on you. So you don't want to eat that all the time. So when I have to cheat, I eat that.
Okay. So
Yes.
you should be expecting that probably after the fight this weekend.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah. I have been eating clean. So
Yeah.
after my win, I like to eat dirty, and after the fight, eat dirty. But because you have to eat clean in this sport,
Right,
you gotta
right.
take care of
Yeah.
yourself. So what you gotta stay away from, we stay away from. What we have to eat, we eat it after, or when we don't have anything going on.
Okay. Perfect. And then my last question is, have you had a Philly cheesesteak yet? And if so, what's your
Yes.
best spot?
I don't remember the place. I don't remember what it's called, but a friend took me to one spot like that. Oh my God. Because I moved here from LA and I thought I was having a good Philly cheesecake in LA until I ate it from Philly's like, what was I eating before?
I
It's
know.
like that is not good as it is out here. It's really good out here. You
Yeah.
know, that's one of the food I gotta eat too after the fight.
Oh yeah.
I've gotta go eat some Philly cheesecake.
Yeah.
Steak, sorry.
Steaks, yeah, right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not the only bad thing. I mean, it is a great city, but man, it is a
Yes.
ton of food though. So it's like
It
tough to
is.
try to
It is.
keep a
Right.
good diet.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So any last shout outs before we wrap up?
Shout out to everybody that love boxing. Shout out to everybody that is coming to support us. Shout out to Pivot Boxing, the guys that look up to us, the pros here. The
Mhm.
amateurs are doing their thing, and it's beautiful amateur program out here. Shout out to all the amateurs. Shout out to my manager, Coach Lando Rosa, my co-manager, Los. Shout out to my coach, who believes so much in me, take your time to work with me. She believes so much in my talent. It makes me wonder, am I that good sometimes? Like, really? So it's like someone believing so much in you. I want to push you to your greatness. It means so much to me. So shout out to Sharon Baker. Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Nigeria.
Yes. Shout out to Nigeria. All
Yes,
right. Well, Femi, thank you so much for joining. It was really nice to meet you.
the pleasure is mine.
Yeah, I'll definitely catch up with you after the fight. Maybe we'll do a
Yes,
post
sir.
fight interview
Okay.
as well too, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you in action on Friday night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right,
Thank you.
cool. Thank you so much. I'll see you fight night.
Yes, sir.
All right.